Mr. C. You won't give our movie a bad review, right?
Hey, it's Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad hitting theaters August 5th. Well, I'm going to review your theatrical film production honestly.
So, you won't absolutely destroy it just to get more views on the YouTubes? Please?
I swear it on Slipknot's grave. The guy in the movie, not the band. Also, spoilers! As the hate for DC and Warner Brothers' Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice settles, we are treated to a new film from the DC Extended Universe. And it's not directed by Zack Snyder, which means it has potential to be not awful. And spoiler alert, we liked it a lot. It's no Guardians of the Galaxy, but yeah, it's definitely a movie.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet.
They're bad guys. Worst of the worst.
Too late. Open the gate! My time has come. Send shivers down my spine.
Was this cheerleading trials?
All the time.
Hi, boys.
This movie is set in a world that knows Superman is a thing. So that means naturally people are scared because Superman is a bad thing. Just look at the undies. You're evil. So Viola Davis' character, that I didn't remember the name of, goes to collect the anti-Avengers from prison because someday a gigantic alien monster could maybe show up and destroy the world, and then we'd have the girl with a baseball bat to stop it. Or Flame Mexican. Or a guy who is literally called Captain Boomerang. Obviously, it's about bad guys trying to do something good. These misfits get recruited on a mission to save the world from the evil light in the sky. No, not the one from Avengers. No, not the one from Fan4Stick. No, not the one from Transformers. No, not the one from the God-awful Turtles reboot. This is the Suicide Squad evil light in the sky. You can recognize it by its pristine Hot Topic fashion sense. And that counts for the rest of the cast too, by the way. It might sound like an empty plot with cookie-cutter stereotypical characters, and that's because it is, 100%, but the movie has one thing going for it, and that is style. From the first trailers on, we kind of knew what to expect. A flashy, fun, but still dark comic book movie that introduced a bunch of new characters that we'll probably never like as much as Batman. And for the most part, that's exactly what it is. What stood out to me was the use of popular music throughout the film. It was a little distracting, but a daring choice that felt good in a lot of scenes that it was used in. And I also really enjoyed the introduction to characters with giant neon lettering. It's something we've seen done really well in a movie like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and I think they could have gone a lot crazier with flashy comic booky imagery.
Deadshot. Guy shoots people. He's a crocodile and he eats people. Burns people. You're possessed by a witch, and she's just crazy.
What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. The voices.
So, I mentioned some characters before, and I have to say, for the most part, I really thought the cast did a great job. The Crocodile Man is done with prosthetics and makeup things, and it looks great. And his character is actually pretty heartwarming. And so is Will Smith's character, Deathstroke. Dean. Will Smith's arc in the film is pretty much the best thing about it, and I really thought he gave it his all. His character is very rough around the edges, but is fleshed out the most, so much so that this almost feels like his movie. Surely Will Smith didn't throw all his money at DC at all, he didn't. And on the other side, we have Harley Quinn, who's not a real Batman character and will ignore that and pretend she was always in the comics and a real part of pop culture. She wears skimpy clothing, says quirky things, and shows her crack a lot. Other than being a literal embodiment of coogies, I thought this character really worked and was actually pretty funny. You'd expect from the trailers that her dialogue would be really cringeworthy, but all is well in the end. Her having different voices in her head is a nice way to still kind of keep Harleen Quinzel, her original non-batshit crazy self, in the picture. Harley Quinn isn't best known for being a strong female character, and not even as a character at all, simply as Joker's girlfriend. Oh yeah, Joker is in this movie, sort of. Jared Leto is a rock musician who also wins Oscars sometimes, and he plays the part of the clown prince of crime. Even though he never has a moment to really shine and show off the crazy part he worked on for so long on set, he still delivers in the small parts he is in. Sometimes he's quite scary even. I would have really loved it if his scenes were written in the same script as the rest of the film. It kind of felt a little too Pixar shorts in between the film whenever we saw the Joker. But oh well, he did the laughing thing, so we forgive him.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
Mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go.
Let's do something fun.
There were lots of surprises in the film, and I'm not talking about the characters you thought would suck but were actually awesome, though they are in there too. I'm talking about cameos from the DC cinema. I mean extended. God, why do I feel the need to be different just enough that it's actually a bad thing? Extended universe. Batman is in this movie and he punches people in the face. I'm not gonna lie, stuff like that makes me light up and squeal. They could have made a movie out of it. It'd be called Man of Squeal. So they have a drink, beat the ultimate bad guy that was the worst part of the film we're not gonna talk about, and we get a little tease of what's to come. Like I said, it's straightforward, you know what to expect, and they actually hit the mark quite a lot of times in the movie. Jokes actually land, and a few pacing and editing things aside, the way the movie progresses actually works too. Reshoots did not kill this film. It might have even made it a little funnier too. I know there's a lot of negative stuff going around for Suicide Squad, and I don't really get it. Though maybe that's just because I'm a hack fraud that doesn't know anything about true cinema. I'm going to rate Suicide Squad with a 7.7 out of 10. I'm very curious what you guys thought of the film. Did you enjoy it like me, or was it a little too hot topicy for you? What did you think of the Joker? Also, did you notice some prepubescent boys falling in love for the first time in the theater? Harley as your first crush must be pretty damaging for you in the long run. Let us know what you think, and please subscribe to Blocked Content for more cool videos that we spend time on. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Square Things. Looks like we're going back to the movies pretty soon. See you guys next time.
Aw, that was so sweet calling me the living embodiment of cooties and all that. Thanks a bunch, Puddin'.
Thank you, Harley Quinn from DC's Suicide Squad movie, Batman, Superman, Suicide...
Subscribe to Blocked Content, you loser.